Hello, it's Samsai here again, and today I'm gonna have a different kind of a video. So, last week I figured I would upload some videos again to YouTube, and I was like, I haven't done this in a while, and I still have some videos on my hard drive that I should be uploading to YouTube and all that stuff. Then I went to my the YouTube creator community whatever nonsense dashboard place, and I actually checked out when I had last uploaded a video, and it was over 2 months. So my uploading schedule has gotten significantly worse over time, and I uploaded a couple of videos. I just took a couple of videos from my hard drive, rendered them out, made the thumbnails for them, uploaded them to YouTube. But it made me think, why is it that my schedules have gotten, this bad? Because the thing is, every time I start recording a new session of, some series or whatever, every time I'm, commenting about, oh hey, the version numbers have jumped up 3 times since the last time I played this, or oh, it's been a while since I last played this, I should procrastinate less, and I've commented about recording itself is not really a problem for me, and I quite enjoy talking about all the bullshit that I do while playing a video game and all that stuff, but my schedules have gotten, significantly bad, and I really had to, spend a while, thinking about, what is YouTube to me? What is this video production stuff to me? Why is it that I'm not finding enough time to do it? And, what is stopping me? So, a little bit of, introspection. I went out for a walk, and I started, thinking about all of these things, and the conclusion that I came to is that it has kind of lost its charm to me. So, I still enjoy playing video games. Playing video games is not the problem, and neither is commentating what I do, because I've been streaming for it must be a couple of years now. I've done YouTube for far longer, let's say 5 or 6 years, and I still enjoy streaming. I'm happy going into a stream, talking with people, commentating about the stuff that I do while I'm playing and all that stuff. But the actual video production, where I have to sit down on my own and play a video game and all that, that goes fine. The recording bit goes perfectly well. There's no issues there. But it's all of the activities after that are they don't feel fun anymore. If we want to set the stage here, what I've been what my original goals and the reasons why I started doing YouTube, in addition to this channel, I had one previous channel, well actually 2, but on one of them I only uploaded a single video, and then I just completely nuked the entire channel. But I've had these 2 channels. I had a Finnish channel where I did videos for multiple years, and the original idea for that channel was, because I had recently moved to Linux, it was to kind of demonstrate that YouTubing was possible on Linux, and it became more than that. There were some delusions of grandeur at one point, and I fell into the reason why I ditched that channel after I had been doing stuff there for a while was that I fell into the Minecraft trap, where I made a lot of Minecraft related content. I participated actively in all kinds of Minecraft servers and whatnot, so I grew a community on the channel out of that. And the problem with that kind of a thing is, well, basically if I had to give an honest advice, an honest piece of advice to anyone that like wants to do YouTube or whatever, or even stream, it's that you should never become a one-trick pony. Because the problem is, when you become this one-trick pony, everyone expects you to do this one thing. And, like, you can really like cake, but eventually if you eat so much cake, you'll start to really hate it. And that's what really happened to me and Minecraft. I played it for, like, many years, wasted probably thousands of hours on that game, and eventually I just grew to like really dislike it. Like, it felt like cardboard at that point. So the problem when I wanted to move away from that content was I couldn't, or if I did, people in the channel, like the people watching the channel, they didn't really care about that content because they came to my channel for that one piece of like content that they really liked. And you know, I've never, like, this has never been a job for me. It has never, like, I have never wanted to make it a job. So, like, there have never been any monetary issues. Like, and I did, like, move away from Minecraft even on that Finnish channel. And it was fine. Like, the viewership dropped. Some people really complained about, like, more Minecraft and stuff like that. But, like, it really didn't really matter. The reason why I moved away from that channel, like, properly was because, like, I got tired of the community surrounding it, and I really wanted to do more, because at this point I started moving into, like, the English-speaking, like, I started making streams. I started streaming for gamingonlinux.com, and I wanted to do this, like, I wanted to return back to the original goal of that channel, which was to demonstrate Linux gaming through a Let's Play format to a wider audience. So I wanted to go like kind of international. And I knew that like it would be difficult to actually like get an audience and all that stuff, and I didn't really care. Like, I've uploaded on this channel and it like the channel hasn't really grown anywhere. And that has been like fine. It's not really the low viewership that really drags me down, or really dragged me down, because I learned to like not look at the numbers, because the numbers are only like half of it. But I had a lot of fun on this channel making like that kind of stuff, like going my way, playing my kinds of games. You know, I figured like eventually someone's gonna go and like look at those videos, they're gonna find some enjoyment out of them, or I'm gonna go back and just like revisit my old gaming experiences or whatever. But as of late, like particularly with this stuff that I've like recorded specifically for this channel, I've just had I've had a lot of trouble getting myself to edit that down, upload it to YouTube, setting the tags, setting the titles. Like it's very minor just stuff. Like this stuff I can do in like easily in half an hour, 15 minutes or something, and then I can have like 2 new videos on YouTube without any issues. But the thing is, like, the charm of that has diminished to such an extent that it feels like cardboard. I don't really get any enjoyment out of like editing down this Let's Play content and putting it to YouTube and, you know, setting the thumbnails and, you know, all that stuff. Like, it has become a process, and one thing I kind of don't like is a process. I mean, when you just boil it down, like, it's all of these same steps every single time. It's like difficult to do anything creative with it. And the thing is, like, my format is ancient at this point. Like, it's stuff that's, you know, it's old. Nobody even makes this kind of content anymore. Well, some people do, but like the big guys don't even make this kind of content anymore. And it's not really the kind of content that I even like watch these days. I watch some Let's Play stuff, but usually it has some kind of a twist to it. Sometimes it's like more edited down than this kind of stuff, but like I don't necessarily go for the unedited Let's Play kind of content myself anymore. So I'm kind of making the kind of content that not even I consume anymore. And that's probably one of the reasons why I don't really have like much of an enjoyment out of this as I did before. Like in the past, I happily made videos. I planned out series. I wondered about like how I'm going to present this, what kind of a story I kind of want to tell through the game and all that stuff. But like over time, that's not really what I've like care about too much these days. My personal interests have changed over time. Like in the past, I was very much like interested in Linux gaming and, you know, gaming in general, playing video games and all that stuff. But like, I've been in uni now, and I was into like software and programming and all of that stuff before I went to uni. I had my own little projects and I did all kinds of stuff. But now, like, I feel like during the time I've been in uni, I've kind of like discovered the art in the like programming and all of that stuff. And I feel like that has kind of taken me... I'm not necessarily so much into just playing video games, but also about like I care about video games in general, and I want to make my own stuff, and not only just games, but also like other software. I really like programming and all of that stuff. So like increasingly my personal projects have been less about making videos and playing games and more about writing software, like figuring out problems and all of that stuff, learning new programming languages, learning new techniques. And, you know, programming is the thing that I'm ultimately going to do as a job, I feel. Like, that's the thing I want to do for a living. It's not necessarily, like, video editing or, you know, not even streaming. And streaming is, like, one thing. Streaming, I have been doing for a while. I really enjoy it. I do it for a small audience, so I haven't really gotten big there either. But it's something that I come back to like on a weekly basis. I have like 2 days in a week where I just, you know, have... on Fridays I do a 4-hour stream, and on Saturdays I do like a shorter 2-hour stream. And I feel like that's more like... that has kind of replaced what this, like the YouTube stuff used to be for me. Not only do I like not necessarily tie myself down to certain series as much, because we have a couple of these series on this channel that are just like eternity projects. We have the Morrowind Let's Play, and like back in the day when I started that thing, I felt like, okay, this is gonna take a while, but I'm keeping up a fairly good pace, and we can get through this. But nowadays I see that like even when I doubled the size of the length of an episode from 30 minutes to an hour, I noticed that because my uploading schedule is just getting like slower and slower, I won't be able to get through that game ever, basically. And the slower it goes, the more I'm tied down to that project I am, and the less I kind of like want to do it, so the speed drops even further, and then it just, you know, it goes until eternity. So, like, this introspection that I have been doing, it kind of like has made me realize that this isn't really what I want to do anymore. Like YouTube, you know, there are many bad things to say about YouTube, and, you know, the thing is, like I mentioned, I have never done this like professionally, commercially. It's not monetized or anything, so I don't really care about like all these apocalypse things, and because like high viewership has never been my goal. And I don't really go for like, I have never wanted to go for like fame that much. Not since the Finnish YouTube channel got like somewhat big. But still, it's like, I have no sympathies for YouTube either, or any loyalties to it anymore. Now, back in the day, I was like, yes, YouTube is a very good platform. YouTube is, you know, this is a very good way for people to make their content and, you know, present it to a large audience and all that stuff for like basically free, and even make some money on the side. But, you know, they've been kind of screwing up. So nowadays, you know, if some other platform came and, you know, offered the same features as YouTube, you know, I would have no loyalties to stay on this platform. Like when VidMe came, I even started uploading there because I was like, well, what the fuck? I'm not gonna, I don't care. Like, I'm gonna duplicate my content over there, so if YouTube goes down or whatever, I'm gonna still have the vidme. But it hasn't really like affected me too much. But it has made me, like, I guess, disenfranchised. I don't really care about YouTube as a platform these days. I still watch a lot of YouTube, but it's mainly because of the people on the platform and not because of the platform. But yeah, basically, if we had to make some kind of a conclusion to this whole thing, because I'm just rambling at this point, I would say that, like, the stuff that I've been doing on this channel isn't really what I want to do anymore. I'm not gonna stop I'm not gonna kill the channel or anything like that. And I think I'm still gonna upload some content over here, but I'm probably gonna just cease the purpose recording of content for this channel, because that's not really, that's not what I want to do anymore. Like these long-form Let's Play projects that I'm just like making in the, hidden away from the world in my room and then just posting it onto YouTube for few people to see. What I might do is I might turn this into a kind of like, not really a stream archive, but like I like on my stream, and I've even uploaded some of this content onto the channel. I like occasionally have these like weekly playthrough projects where I take some time off the Friday live stream to just play through a game. And I've uploaded some of that stuff onto the channel. Stuff like Pyre, for example, has been such a project, and I still need to upload that. And I recently played through Deltarune, and that's a very good game. So I'll probably upload those kinds of like series here as kind of Let's Play videos. But I'm probably just gonna cease trying to even get Morrowinds and whatnot actually done, because I'm not gonna complete those projects ever, and it's like just the recording of content for that purpose is not really what I want to go for, because I don't have any real reason to make that kind of stuff, because I don't really care about the channel at this point. Like the channel, if it just got wiped, I'd be somewhat sad about all the videos that I've lost, but like, ultimately it wouldn't ruin my day. So, I'm just gonna turn this into a kind of like stream playthrough archive at this point. So, some of you might have been like, I even saw some people were like recently looking at the Case of COD stuff that I've been posting, and I really like that game. But I just don't have the interest in keeping that like stuff up. So some people are probably going to be somewhat disappointed that some of the series are never going to be completed, and I'm still going to have to go through like a bit of a search and destroy project on my hard drive to just look for all of that content, because I have a 1 terabyte drive and it's just like 95% full at this point because of all of the recording stuff. But I hope you realize that, like, this, I've done this for a while, and I've just entirely honestly lost interest. So, if you want to, like, look at my kind of content, the kind of stuff that I've been doing here, the kind of commentary I've had here, then I recommend you check out the Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Sir Samsai. I'm probably just gonna have the link somewhere in the description in case someone actually wants to, see that. I stream there on Fridays and Saturdays. And, you can watch that kind of stuff there. The VODs go, like, the VODs for the streams are, like, live for 2 weeks, so if you are not into, like, the live content, some people I know, like, have timing issues and they won't be able to just sit down for 2 hours to watch a stream. But the VODs are still there, so if you want to, like, catch those, then they are there. And I'm still gonna, like, keep uploading the playthroughs and whatnot here. But yeah, that's about it for now. So this is kind of gonna be a goodbye. If I really like get a spark for doing like video stuff again, I might just, you know, resuscitate the channel and just start developing more, and you know, more content here, different kinds of content here. So I'm gonna keep that card like in my back pocket in case I need it later. But for now, I'm gonna just, you know, hibernate the channel. I'm gonna, you know, pursue other things, and I hope you are understanding in why I'm doing this and all that stuff. So yeah, thanks for watching, and if you want to see more stuff, then Twitch channel awaits. If not, then, you know, hope you find some other channels that will provide you with the entertainment that you seek. So, goodbye for now.